Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. So we have to discuss the Juvia's Place liquid blushes that they have just released. I'm gonna give you all the deets and tell you how I feel about them. Let's talk about it. So these blushes retail for $18. Talk about that in a moment. And they come in, I believe, 18 shades. I got mine at Ulta. Juvia's Place did a really good job with the shade range on these blushes, from the deepest to the deep, and they have really light shades that will work with fair skin tone. So check them out. They are on display at Ulta. There is testers and everything. They're not like an online exclusive or anything like that. $18. $18. I remember when Juvia's Place, like, palettes were $18. I mean, everything's going up. $18 is not bad for what you get. However, I think Juvia's Place could have done it a little bit less expensive and not skimp on quality, because these are the perfect example, I feel like, of too much of a good thing can be bad. They're not bad, but let me just let you know. Let me just talk about it. So I'm gonna tell you I have 6 shades of this blush because I do love the formula, but we'll talk about it. I have Coral Rose. They're all swatched on the back of my hand, so let me just tell you what the shades are here. Coral Rose, Lily Love, Perky Poppy, oh my god, Barbie Rose? Barbie, let me get my glasses. Let me get my glasses. Barbie Rose. Okay. Dahlia. And Sweet Berries. These are the 6 that I have. And the 6 here are swatched on the back of my hand. These are blushes. I love a good liquid blush. I love a good cream blush. I've been obsessed for a long time now. These are the most pigmented things to the point where it's not a little goes a long way. It is, but it's also like you need to use less than the little going a long way. The reason why I say too much of a good thing can be bad, because you need to be extra careful. You can't just, let me just show you. You can't just dollop them on dot. 2 dots is too much. I always joke about blush having you look like Ringling Brothers. 1 dot will have you looking like Ringling Brothers. The pigment in these, I don't know why Juvia needed them this pigmented, because I don't know why. Even on the deepest skin tones, the deeper shades, like, you could have pulled back a little bit, because now, like, they're so pigmented and so sensitive, where again, a drop would be too much, where you gotta pull back, you know, redo it. If you're not one who takes extra time, takes extra care when you put on your makeup, I'm not saying you just slap things on, but you're used to going blending, you have to be extra careful. And I feel like because these are so pigmented and so strong, that it requires you to take extra careful steps when doing your makeup routine when using these. These are not going to be your grab and go easy dab on blush. They're not going to be that. They are going to be, take your damn time before you leave out of this house looking. So here, let's use the pink one. This is Barbie Rose. Okay, you think most liquid, and you think about the market, most liquid blushes will use like the Rare Beauty, for example, that people dot on, the Perfusion liquid blushes that people dot on. You'll do like 1 or 2. Some people might do 3 dots and blend. That's too much for here. So let me show you what that will do for you. So I'm pulling out. I'm gonna just pull it out. Also, you would think, like, with a mascara, you know, like with mascara wands, and it pulls it off, you know, pulls some off the what is that called? The rubber part inside. The oh my god, I can't think of the name, but that gets the excess off. With something with a doe foot, you wouldn't think to have to remove some of the excess off the tip of the doe foot. You think, okay, what you get on here is a normal amount of application. Wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna take the doe foot and I'm just gonna dot this on my hand. This is 1 dot. 1 dot of blush. Dot it on my hand. Most people do too, you know, when they're doing their cheeks, which is, I think, fair. I think fair. Well, no. Let me get a brush. So this is what I use for my cream and liquid brush. I've talked about it forever. I love the Instapop for Real Techniques. This. Are you here? Are you with me? Are you with me? I'm blending out. I've just covered my entire hand in blush. I'm blending it. One dot. I'm blending out. I am blending out. And then this is the brush blended out with. Okay, let's go to this hand. Let's go to this hand. This is one dot of blush. And even, like, it's full coverage pink. Okay? Great. Oh, we have a full pigmented blush. You're never going to run out. No, you're never going to run out. But again, you could have charged $9, gave us half the amount. Because if this is the potency of them, there's no way to do this delicately. There's no way to use these blushes easily. You have to put a dot on a back of your hand, not even that much, like you cut that in fourths. Okay, that one dot from the applicator, from how the product is designed. Just pull it out. One dot, way too much. Can you imagine trying to fix that on your face? Can you imagine that? And I don't mean to go off on Juvia's place because they're wonderfully pigmented. They have beautiful, they're all matte, like a matte finish. They dry down to like a matte finish. And they last forever. They last on your cheeks. They're beautiful. You know, great. But it takes concentration. It takes, you know, concentration. It takes care. It takes being very delicate, something that I don't think the average makeup user would expect to have to do with a blush, the liquid blush. Glitter, maybe. You know, things that get everywhere. I don't know. I could be the only one. Like, I do like them. They're super pigmented. You get a lot of product. You know, I'm a makeup collector. Wonderful shades. And I don't mind sitting here taking the extra time because I take forever to do my makeup anyway. But you really cut out the beginners. You cut out the people that might get overwhelmed easily. You've cut out the people who are quick on the go girls with their makeup, do their makeup in the car, do their makeup, you know, on the train. There is no room for error with these. No room for error. I can't explain, I can't express how I feel. I like them, and like I want, because of me being me, I love more shades. I would love more shades and to collect that. Like I would. I think there's a couple more I could go ahead and grab before we get super light, you know, with the light shades. But the average makeup girly or guy, this is, I just think it's too much. I think there is a such thing as too much. And to pack these, they're pretty big. You get a lot in there. And, you know, charge $18 for them for something that also, if you are on, like I said, if you're in a, this is not going to be, I don't think, anybody's everyday blush. Some of these tones, like this could definitely be an everyday blush tone for me. But just the work that I have to do and the extra care that I have to take, one day I might forget and do the dot. It's not something I'm going to reach for quickly. It's something that I have to take my time and realize that I'm using and slow down and appreciate. Maybe Juvia's Place wants you to appreciate the present. Take your time, but I'm just giving it to you. If you like super pigmented blush, if you don't mind those being extra careful, but this is probably the most, this is the most pigmented non-powder blush I've ever come across in my collection. I had to talk about it. I've used these on camera before. I've used them off camera plenty of times. It's like, whoa. And every time let me calm down. And I love blush, but let me calm down. Let me calm down. The blush I have on now, it's very light. But it was probably a quarter of a dot. And I blended it out on my hand with the brush first and did not go back on my hand and still did both cheeks. This is going to survive everything. It's going to outlive you. It's going to outlive you. Pass it down. This is a multi-generational blush where only one, you have to buy one and it'll be enough for your great-grandchildren. pass the damn blush down. That's how serious I am about it. It's pretty though. I don't know what to call this review. I don't know what to give you. $18 also you can use, and on the website you can use, it's non-prestige, so you can use your points and coupons. Make sure you do that. So you do get, you know, you can get coupons and things for these. Yeah, still less than $20 for what you get. I think $18 is a fair price, but also for what you get, you could have cut the volume of this in half. Also, yeah, I don't know if there was any other way for you to, the applicator, like it's a doe foot. If it was a pump, people pump too much. If it was a squeeze tube, people definitely squeeze too much. So I guess this is probably the best way to put it, in a doe foot, but be careful out there. Love you guys. Bye.